Hello, Aquarius. Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers as well as broadcaster of astrology. I'm finally nearing the end of my horoscopes. I've actually been up since before 6 a.m. doing the horoscope videos. It's well after 8 now, almost 9 o'clock. So I'm at Aquarius and then I do Pisces and then I'm finished for the night. So I'm pretty happy. First, I'd like to thank you guys for being with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable, so I appreciate it. And in turn, I am giving you valuable content to help you navigate your life in general. I'm here to help you mind, body, and soul, as well as career. I have a lot of entrepreneurs on my channel, so I do gear my horoscopes and astrology scopes toward career as well. You know that I'm an author, or you may not know, but I'm also an author of mystery suspense thrillers. If you'd like to learn more about my literature, you can go down to the information right below this video, and my Amazon link is there, as well as my Instagram. In the About section, all of my links are listed. Now, I encourage everybody who listens to my channel to get their natal chart done. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything to learn more about yourself. All you need is the information off of your birth certificate, your time of birth, your place of birth, and your date of birth. And you can go to cafeastrology.com, put that information in. It'll tell you all the aspects of your chart and, where the planets are and how they affect you. Because I advise that you look at your moon sign, your sun sign, your rising sign, and whatever planet or whatever sign rules your career sector. So you can find all of that out, except for the career sector part. You can find all of that out on cafeastrology.com. Okay. So since I am doing Aquarius, let me let you know that Scorpio rules your career sector. Okay. So you want to look at the Scorpio horoscope as well and their career to help give you a more complete picture of your month and what you'll be experiencing. Okay. Happy Martin Luther King Day. It's Martin Luther King Day today, so I'm off of work. So I'm doing my entrepreneurial work today. So let's go ahead and I think I've gone over everything I have to do for the beginning, except for the fact that I wanted to ask you to please like the video. Please, especially my friends and family. You guys know I need those likes. And subscribe to the channel. Okay, I appreciate it. It helps me grow and it helps us to get this helpful content out to our friends. Okay, we want everybody to do better. I mean, I do, at least. I would hope so. So let's get into your astrology, or get into the season first. It's Aquarius season right now. Your season. Happy season, Aquarius. From January 20th to February 18th. It's in the fixed air sign of, the sun is in the fixed air sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. It's the planet of revolutionary visions, progress, science, originality, among other things. Aquarius is inquisitive, and they have a knack for intellectual conversation. But at the same time, they can also be aloof sometimes and unpredictable. Hence being ruled by Uranus, which is the planet of unpredictability. So expect some shocks this go around. Expect some surprises during that January 20th to February 18th transit. Okay? Let's all channel our inner Aquarius this season and exert our independence, our originality, our brilliance, our boldness. Okay? We need to go out there and be social. You know, Aquarians, they like to meet new people. Okay? So let's go out there and be social, network with people that'll bring us in contact with other positive people, new places, new ideas, new things. You know, Aquarius is all about the experience, but you want to make sure the experience is a positive experience. Nobody wants a negative experience. And while you're at it, let's increase our humanitarian efforts. With everything going on around the world, a helping hand goes a long way. You know, no matter how much you give, just the littlest things can help out. Kind words, as well. Just staying positive helps out. That being said, let's get into some of the major transits. Uranus is in Taurus, and it is direct. It reigns over your values, your money, your resources. All of these areas, all of these things are free to progress now that the Uranus retrograde is ended. It's currently in Taurus between 2 and 6 degrees. So any positions or areas you have in your chart where Taurus is, if it's between 2 and 6 degrees, you'll feel these shifts more so than the collective. Okay, so that's why I say you want to get your chart and you want to look at it. It tells you what degree you have these signs and what degree you have these signs. In addition to that, there's an opposition while it's here, because it's here until May. Then it moves past 6 degrees. So it stays between 2 and 6. And while it's there, it has an opposition to Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra. So any areas where you have Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra, see if they're between 2 and 6 degrees. That's where you'll be having those shifts in those areas. Okay? Now, as I said, the sun is in Aquarius until the 19th. And then it'll move from that fixed sign to Pisces, the water sign. Okay? And it'll be there for the rest of the month. Mercury, the planet of communication and skills, leaves the sign of Capricorn to move into Aquarius on January 31st. And it stays from January 31st to February the 3rd. So we're still going to be objective and free thinking and things like that. Okay. Now, on the 3rd, it goes into dreamy, fanciful, deep, emotional Pisces. And it retrogrades there as well at 12 degrees, in fact, Pisces. Mercury will retrograde from the 17th through the 10th. Now, I always say give it a week before that and even a week after that for the energies to, die down from affecting you before you launch, anything. But I mean, if you have to, March the 10th is fine. I'm just trying to count the shadow period. During this time, the retrograde can stir up emotions brought about by insecurities. Okay. So I want you to be honest with yourself, Aquarius, and anyone else watching this video, because you don't want to project your insecurities onto other people. And at the same time, you don't want to allow people to project their insecurities onto you. It's just not fair. So don't do it. And don't allow people to do it to you. Okay. Now, during the retrograde, you already know it's a time where exes can come back into the picture, to cause a stir. Or your current mate likes to go back in the past and rehash those same things over and over and over and over. They can't help it. It's the retrograde. It happens, unless they have a clear focus, on their evolution and how they want to move forward in life. They're most likely during the retrograde, they're not letting that go. It's coming back because they're remembering it. Mercury and communication is turned back that way. So that they're revisiting it regardless. Even if they don't say anything to you, it's in their head, So, like I said, the exes can pop back up and you can be redoing things, revisiting things. That's why I always say not to sign any contracts during the retrograde and things like that, because the planet that rules communication, skills, sales, intellect is turned back that way. You don't have its support if you're going this way. So you want to wait until you have the support of the planet that rules all those things. Then you want to go ahead and launch things forward. You want to put your projects out there. Venus, the planet of love, pleasure, and romance, it enters the cardinal fire sign of Aries at 0 degrees on February 7th. It stays in Aries until March the 4th. Okay, so love can ignite during this time. Okay, it's a fiery, competitive sign. Passions can be renewed. The passion in your relationship can be renewed. So if it's been lacking, look forward to that passion coming back, channel that energy and use it, because it's time to get it going, you know. During the new moon, though, on February 23rd, it's going to be squaring Jupiter in Capricorn. So you can expect some shifts in your relationships during that time. Some, you know, temporary changes, because it is the retrograde. Things can be reworked, things can be rehashed. But, you know, you keep a cool head while these things are going on. Be honest with yourself and be honest with others, you know. Try to work through things. Don't panic. Venus also rules your finances. So people that you have business dealings with, you might have shifts in your in those relationships as well. Now, Mars, the planet of energy and challenges, is in Sagittarius until February 16th. So you've got that gusto, that fire to you keep going, you know, that you know, they can be competitive, you know. They can be aggressive. So you'll have that drive, you know. Mars is in Sagittarius, which bodes well, you know, for Sagittarius. And any other places in your chart where you have fire. It's a harmonious aspect. Now, February 16th until the end of March, that's when Capricorn comes in. So you've been raring to go and you've got that gusto. Now the boss is coming in to make sure you drive this home. Okay, he's going to stay there till after the retrograde to make sure that the lofty goals and the aspirations that you're going after are realized, are becoming closer to being realized, because he's there to help. So channel that Capricorn energy, not the negative aspects, not the ruthlessness, not the you know, out of control part of it. You know, maintain self-control. Don't be ruthless. Nobody likes a bully. Don't be a bully. You can get things accomplished by being patient and by working your plan. Those that have a plan are the ones that will be well above the rest, okay? So that's what you want to worry about, making sure your plan is working how you want it, okay? Get the work done. Your ambition is hungry. You're realizing your goals. You're realizing the legacy you want to leave. Do not let arguments, opposition, and revenge seeking get in the way. Okay? Be better, not bitter. We don't have time to bring that negative energy in and stagnate all the progress that you've been putting forward, Capricorn. Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, entered Capricorn on December the 2nd of 2019. So it's going to stay there until December 18th of 2020, this year, of course. So this is the time for you to acquire wealth, social status, material status, if you put in the work. Reaping what you sow can indeed be beneficial if you put in the work. If you didn't, you cannot expect to get blessings just raining out of the sky to you, okay? Not unless you just have Jupiter in your second house and nothing's opposing it. So, that being said, put in the work. On February 20th, Jupiter is sextile Neptune, aspecting Pisces and Capricorn. A sextile is when two planets are 60 degrees apart, forming a harmonious or favorable aspect, okay? It's a harmonious angle. So anyway, during this time, inspiration can be thriving. Neptune, it rules dreams and inspirations. Your inspirations can be thriving. Your creativity can be thriving with Pisces there as well. You know, come up with something fresh. Come up with something new, some new ideas that are going to drive you forward in March when you get ready to launch everything, you know? So use that energy to create new ideas and new things, okay? Saturn, the planet of responsibilities and restriction, reality. You know, it's been affecting parts of our chart for the last 2 years. Now, Jupiter is there to bring ease in those areas. I won't go over how it's going to affect your sign because I've already done it. And it was actually the second YouTube video I've ever loaded. It was 33 minutes. In there, at the beginning, when I do the transits, when I get to Jupiter, I tell how it affects every sign. Also, you can go to E. Ray Taronic on Facebook. That's my book page. It has less posts. Scroll up to the December newsletter. You can find that in the December newsletter, okay? If you want to read about, where it's affecting, if you don't know that already. Now we have 2 moons this month. The first moon is the full snow moon, just to let you know, on the 9th. It's in the fixed sign of Leo. Native Americans call that moon the hunger moon or the storm moon. On the 23rd is the new moon. It's in the water sign of Pisces. Things around that time can be illuminated that will throw you into your emotions. Whether it be good emotions or shock or surprise, you know, it can get emotional during that time. That's why I warn against you guys drinking during that moon, especially with it being in Pisces, or jumping into toxic vices. You don't want to do that during, definitely not during a Pisces new moon, because you're in your feels. Okay. So let's get to the individual horoscope for you, Aquarius. Now, Aquarius ranges from January 20th through February the 18th. A host of planetary transit aspect your second house of finances, okay? Your possessions, your resources. You got a lot of aspects in there messing around, okay? So your mind is on your money. Just ward against spending unwisely, okay? You know, be careful with your money. And, you know, your career sector is ruled by Scorpio too. And, you know, I was just talking to Scorpio about, you know, money as well. You know, so you want to watch out as to, I think that was Scorpio I was talking to about money. It might have been Leo. Okay, well, let me stay on hand. Either way, you need to worry about your money, okay? With all those planets there, Neptune, the planet of illusions, delusions, dreams, and inspiration, but it's transiting a house that's unrealistic. You know, you could be unrealistic about your financial dealings and your financial matters with Neptune there. So you need to be realistic about, you know, what is transpiring financially for you. I'll say it again. I noted this in the newsletter. Do not overspend. New information will be revealed to you at the time of the new moon on February 23rd, bringing more clarity as to your financial situation. Venus, the planet of romance and pleasure, comes in to grace your third house of communication, siblings, even sales during the last week of February. Okay? So the more you put yourself out there, the more you'll learn. Feel free to chat and visit with friends. Sometimes it's just the simple things that bring you pleasure. You know, you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money all the time. So sometimes you can just visit with your friends and that'll, you know, make you happy, bring you some joy. Okay? So now, your first house of identity and image and appearance, and your second house of possessions, resources, and money, your finances are a focus this month. They're a focus all month, pretty much. Okay? So during the Mercury Retrograde, between the 17th of February and March the 10th, it's time to rethink your finances. Okay? Go back over what you need to go over, straighten things out if need be, pay the things that you need to pay. And then at the same time, you're going to be thinking about how you can make more money, how you can make the money you have more beneficial for you. You know, how you can save more money. Your money is on your mind. Okay. So let's focus on that this month. Let's focus on, you know, keeping your business dealings and your money dealings right, because communication will be coming in about that. It's a lot about money this month for you, Aquarius. So good luck, and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next month, Aquarius. Bye.